welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to have you back around the office again.
Good.
So you've been away for about a year now.
Yeah. So you've been looking after Brazils when I've been gone.
Yeah.
Done a good job.
Well, it's been tough. We've had a lot
What's
of different.
been kind of happening in the past few months?
Well, if we look back over the whole year, we had quite what I would consider quite a normal year, where it starts out a bit cheaper. Packers look to kind of accumulate raw material, look for money in contracts forward to be able to speculate. So it's always cheap at the start, and then it's got firmer and firmer. And then around September, demand that we thought would materialize didn't really materialize.
And then they all came out with all this extra stock, and then it kind of
because we were told, and we had the impression ourselves that there was going to be no carry forward, or very little. So we saw $4.20 containers traded. We didn't take part much in that high end of the market, but certainly people were buying that, confident that they could sell at a profit. And then September kind of onwards, it kind of started fading off. So what has been your impression of the last couple of months from what you've seen?
Well, so basically just catching up with everybody this week, what seems to be happening is, well, there's very few offers from any serious packer at origin. But that's nothing untoward for this time of year. Historically, we know that in these months they're focusing on their raw material purchase. A lot of the guys are out in the barracas meeting with all the collectors, trying to get their raw material in. A lot of them have quite a bit of sales already on their books, and we know that demand-wise has bought quite a bit already. So the exporters are just focusing on the raw material coming in to cover those contracts, and that's why they're out the market as such. But this, it's not that there's a lack of offers due to, we don't want to sell, there's too much demand, because demand's quite stable actually externally in America and Europe. The raw material seems to be, from what I've been hearing this week, coming in a bit later.
Okay, that's interesting.
The El Nino,
effect,
which was going to have this horrendous flooding situation. There's still always the higher levels of rains at this time of year, but it's actually had an adverse effect where they've had it's called La Sequía, which means that they have a big sort of dry spell, which means less rain during flowering season, the bloom, and also less cocos have fallen. So,
of course,
I was talking to one exporter today, and the areas, he went out to some communities that normally have quite a large area of production ready for collection, and they have had to go to different areas because in their usual area, it's because of the less rains, there's not many nuts falling. So
you said people were quite well covered. Do you think that there's going to be another spike for Christmas kind of?
I don't know, it's hard to tell. I mean, talking sort of general markets across the board on everything, we know people are buying a bit more hand to mouth, so it's quite hard to foresee future demand. I think there's still a bit of business to be done, but I do feel that there has been quite a chunk already done, and that's why, despite the lack of offers, it's not firming the price, and it shouldn't really, because there's no reason to get all buzzy, because there's no demand to be done. So it's sort of
Is
steady
there
as she goes.
A time frame on when you think packers will come back into the market?
I think when you're looking for sort of the second part of the year deliveries, maybe around about May, June.
Okay, really.
You might see maybe another wave of demand for that kind of August, September, October delivery. But at the moment, everybody's keeping quite calm, and I think that's the best thing to do, because we should just let Bolivia focus on their raw material purchase and sit back and wait and watch what happens.
It certainly feels like most of the big tenders have been dealt with already.
Done quite a bit of business.
Sporadic demand. What about the other grades, like the chipped and the organic?
So chipped always presents quite a good opportunity for a discount for those who are packing wholes, or they can maybe mix it. We've got some chipped 2015 crop, which is going to be sailing in a couple of weeks, and that looks at about a 20 cents discount from wholes, so we'd be looking at about sort of 360-ish levels compared to 380 for wholes. So
that sounds like a good price,
and
actually.
it's a good packer of chips, so it looks quite good quality wise. So yeah,
that'll be arriving when probably
May, second half May, in May. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
back to Brazil world.
Back to Brazil world, yeah.